Hey guys, welcome to another book bangin'. I'm not gonna lie, I totally, if it was not for Rebecca's tweet that I saw after work, would have forgotten to record it. Where did December go? I mean, isn't there a week in between Christmas and New Year's? I feel like it was like yesterday, and now tomorrow's the 31st, and, well, when you're watching this, today's the 31st, well, depending on when you watch it. Anyway, I cannot believe that the time went by so fast, and I almost screwed up my own feature once again, and was a huge douchemonger, and posted it late. But it will be brought to you. So, after a long day of work, I came home, and I'm going to record my video. Okay, so this month is Paranormal. And did anybody else have a difficult time trying to figure out, like, there's a fine line between paranormal and, like, sci-fi and urban fantasy? I had difficulty there. They all kind of run together. Like, until you're trying to be very distinct about it, it's difficult to try and figure out which one belongs to which. So, these might fall in a few different categories, and I moved some guys that I thought were paranormal to my sci-fi month, which is next month, and I think I updated the page. I'll make sure it's updated for sci-fi next month. Without further ado, here we go. I'm not going to go long on this one because I've mentioned him the last 2 months because he has been the hottie of the month. Hottie? Hot man. It's a Monday. It's a long day. Cole Holland. Tattoos. Fights zombies. He's got a nipple ring. Yeah, that's about it. Hot. Have you read these books yet? You need to. Who's next? Oh, I've talked about a few of these guys before. So, on my other post with the when I was in Europe. But, Alessandro. I just like saying it like that, like Sandro. From Arcadia Awakens, Arcadia Burns, and soon to be Arcadia Falls. He is Sicilian. He's head of a mafia clan. Again, I think I said this in a different video, that shouldn't be hot, but it is. He's not evil, he's just misunderstood. I love him. I cannot wait to see how this series kind of ends and finalizes things. I wasn't really sure where this one fell either. Dude, Paranormal should have been so easy, and it just wasn't for some reason. Oh, and I am missing a good chunk of Paranormal because otherwise my list would have been so long. There will be a whole separate month for vampires and a whole separate month for angels. So, keep that in mind. And if you did already include vampires and angels, well, you get to talk about them all over again. Lucas from Starcrossed could have been, you know, it's Greek mythology, but it's still paranormal. They have powers and stuff that aren't easy to explain. So, I didn't think we could do a whole month with just Greek mythology, so he fits in paranormal. Lucas, I love him. He is just super protective. You know I love that. And he will do anything for Helen. I don't want to ruin any plot points, but he will do anything, and no matter what anybody tells him, he still loves her. I love him. Can't talk about Paranormal without talking about Jace Wayland. Oh, I fell in love with Jace Wayland so hard. I binge read this series last year. I had not even heard of it. Like, it took me a while to get in kind of the YA world. And I love Jace Wayland. He's so snarky and sarcastic and just super sexy. I love him. I want to be a demon hunter just so I can be with him. And with that, I'll talk about him. I talked about him in my first post. I'll talk about him when we talk about angels. But I cannot leave off my #1 boyfriend ever. Well, young adult boyfriend. You gotta divide it up. Will Herondale. I am catastrophically in love with you. Oh, my heart. He is my favorite book boyfriend of all time. I have not met a Will in a fictional story that I have not fallen head over book heels in love with. So if I ever meet a Will in real life, I'm pretty sure I'm destined to marry him. So, yeah. Keep me posted. Anybody know any good-looking Wills? Successful? And let me know. And last but not least, I cannot talk about Paranormal boyfriends without Warden from the Bone Season. I love this book so hard. Like, if you have not read it, it's really overwhelming in the beginning with a lot of like the terminology and getting like the world kind of situated. But it is so good. It's so good. If you read it and you get frustrated, you have to stick with it. It's kind of a chunker. I know there's a lot of terms that you need to kind of get a hang of, but It's so worth it. It's so good. Seriously, if you have not read this book, all the hype was totally worth it, and you need to read it because, oh my gosh, the ending is just... This book is phenomenal. I just love it. Alright, so the last thing I have is my Hot Man of the Month. And, you guys, I binge read this book in one sitting. Like, I started it at, I don't know, like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. I could not sleep. Like, the thought of sleeping and putting this book down and not knowing what happened, I couldn't. So, without further ado, we have Aaron from The Winner's Curse. Oh my gosh, you guys. I created that whole new little, like, sub-feature, like, RSVP early. Get it? Like, Belle, Beauty and the Beast. See what I did there? Because this book is so good. It's high fantasy. It talks about oppression and racial issues and slavery, and it is just one of the best books I've read in a really, really long time. Like, I couldn't put it down. The characters are phenomenal. The book is intelligent. It's political. It really brings light to a lot of issues, and it's so good. Things are not cut and dry. They're not easy. There's so many gray areas. You get lost in it. It's so good. And Arn is just stoic and protective, and you gotta kind of break down those walls because who he gets involved with, he shouldn't, and vice versa for the girl. I'm not gonna say anymore, but look at all the, you can't really probably see, yeah, you can kind of see all these dog ears. Like, I love this book. Arn is amazing. So mark this, March 4th, pre-order it, buy it, borrow it, whatever you gotta do. Read this book. I think that's it. Oh, I did really good on time. Only like 7 minutes. Probably because I want to just go lay down. I'm so tired. I can't wait to see you guys pick for Paranormal. I hope we share some, and I hope I can get a few new ones. And next month is going to be sci-fi. And I hope I'm not too late because I'm going to Africa next month. So I get back like the 25th. And I hope I'm not too late posting. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys have because I feel like some of these ran together with like, urban fantasy and sci-fi. So, whatever I left out, I'm going to do next month. Alright. Peace and love. Bye, guys.